Okay. Hello, you guys are watching the Mac and Cheese podcast. I'm your host, Mary, and then I have my guest, Felipe. You guys know him pretty well. You guys haven't seen Felipe in a while. It's been a while.
It's been a few months, right?
Yeah. We are getting back to it. I can tell you guys that right now. Felipe and I were just talking about in the off season or in the backstage. We are getting back to doing more frequent content with each other. I can say that officially, right? Can you say that? Okay. We are talking about Jonathan Gannon, DC defensive coordinator. The other coaching staff, because I know there's been a couple more coaching staffs. And also, I'm not going to talk about coaches leaving because that's for a different episode. I might do that like by myself. And free agents. That's where we're going to stick with the most. So do you want to speak your... Oh, also, Matt LaFleur got hired or extended, Brian Gutekunst and Russ Ball. What were your thoughts about Brian Gutekunst and Russ Ball getting extended? Were you surprised? Were you not surprised?
I mean, people on X, on social media as a whole, want both LaFleur and Goody gone. Mm-hmm. And I understand that the collapse in Chicago was bad. Both collapses, to be fair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Both week 16 and wildcard weekend.
Yeah.
But let's really think about it. Mm-hmm. Let's say the Packers were to move on from Matt LaFleur. Mm-hmm. They would have to go through an extensive research for their next head coach.
Right.
Only to get to the conclusion that the best option out there would be
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Now, I'm not saying that Matt LaFleur is a perfect coach because he's not. Mm-hmm. Goody is not a perfect GM. Mm-mm. But I'm not sure if I want this if I would have wanted this Packers roster in the hands of a rookie coach like Joe Brady,
right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
No, Jeff
I'm not saying that Joe Brady is a bad coach or anything like that, but
that's a good point.
The Packers have found. As people like to say, regular season success. Like they haven't been competitive despite all the injuries.
Correct.
And the Packers are a top 5 offense in a paper play, a paper drop back with 3 different QBs in that time span since 2020. You know who the other 2 teams in the top 3 are? The Bills and the Chiefs.
Really?
Who have the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
So you're not going to get much better than LaFleur right now. People want Jeff Heffley to get a promotion, but guys, that doesn't happen that often in the NFL. It happened with the Buffalo Bills, but the Bills fire Sean McDermott.
Did you hear about the Bills thing? I'm not going to talk about it on live because I think that was a wrong move, actually. After hearing more about it, I don't.
Yeah, I think I've heard it, but those things really don't happen in this league.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was done the right way.
Yeah,
I still think Sean McDermott should be the Bills coach. Personally, he did excellent.
Yeah, it's something that I think Mina Kimes said on X. Okay. When you look at this Bills team, you don't. Mm-hmm. Your concern is not with coaching. Your concern is with the roster, the weapons that Josh Allen has around. But again, we're not here to talk about the Buffalo Bills.
Man,
you're not going to get much better right now than Matt LaFleur.
Right.
I like Goody. Mm-hmm. Like he's got Evan Williams, Javen Buller, Adrian Cooper, all recent drafts, Zach Tom, all guys that are Pro Bowl caliber players.
Also, really quick, while you're on Goody, Micah Parsons, we traded for him.
Yeah. It's been funny, people downplaying, the Packers are not aggressive. And there's literally the Micah Parsons trade. And people say, but it was just one move. It doesn't affect much, guys. It's a generational edge rusher.
Yeah.
It was a risky move that while
No, agreed.
he was healthy paid off.
Agreed. It paid off so far. Like, also, Goody is also known for hiring or finding Russell Douglas in that Cardinals game. Malik Willis.
The
We would
only
have
thing
Malik
that I
Willis too. That's another one.
the only thing that I'll say, and
Mhm.
that I spoke about this before the season started, I didn't like the way the Packers handled their cornerback room,
Yep.
which
Agreed.
proved to be costly,
Agreed.
and also their special teams. But
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
a-
you. Thank you.
after the game in Chicago in the
Mhm.
playoffs, I was
Mhm.
leaning like 65% LaFleur being gone.
You
Not that I
were.
wanted,
Yeah.
not that I wanted him to be gone,
Yeah.
but there are some type of losses that a head coach really doesn't come back from. And if
Mm-mm.
you look on tape, the product that the Packers put against Chicago, that clip of Keisha Nixon not making a tackle at the goal line, I'm not sure
Yeah.
if you have seen it. That is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I don't have
For sure.
anything personally against Keisha Nixon, and I don't
Me
know
neither.
him as a dude, as a person,
Yeah.
so I can't
No.
speak on that.
Right.
But that was a business decision,
Agreed.
and it was ugly to see that on tape, and that
Mhm.
should never happen.
Yeah.
Uh, but then I heard LaFleur talking on the podium like a few days after the game against the
Hmm.
Bears,
Hmm.
and he didn't sound like. At first, I thought it was different, but then I rewatched it, and he didn't sound like a guy who knew he was getting fired. So
Right. And
I
also,
wasn't
go ahead.
go ahead,
Sorry.
man. Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I wasn't really surprised when they brought him back, especially with all the reports from Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter.
Mhm.
So it was just a matter of time. I think I'm much higher on LaFleur and Goody than most people, but by no means they are perfect.
Agreed. As for me, I'm excited that we got LaFleur back. Like you said, who would, okay, so let's say we fired LaFleur. Who would fill in? It's going to be a rookie coach, you guys. It is what it is. It's going to be a
And
rookie coach.
honestly, it would have been a downgrade, probably.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But also, we kind of knew LaFleur would be back because Ed Policy, our new owner now, basically said he's going to be back no matter what. So we kind of knew from that as well.
Yeah.
He literally made a comment that said LaFleur's getting back no matter what, pretty much. But it's
And
weird because all of the reports have not said how many years they got extended. People are guessing. It's not out there how many years exactly. It's
and I
weird.
mean, look, if you're Matt LaFleur, let's think about this from a business
Right.
perspective.
Right.
If you're Matt LaFleur, why would you coach a football team on the last year of your deal without any long-term commitment that you're going to be the guy with no stability?
Right. Yeah.
Why would you take that deal?
Hmm.
So when you really think about it, the Packers cap structure uh, leaves their Super Bowl window open for at least 2 more years and
Yep.
three. I'd say
Yep.
3 years. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now.
Well, I would say
But
2 because of Micah Parsons. We don't know how many
yeah,
more years Micah's going
I
to
think
be in the game,
I think
especially
it's
with
at
Josh
least
Jacobs and stuff.
2 more years
Agreed.
of a Super Bowl window, but I think it's
Agreed.
3. I'll check later
Okay.
the numbers.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that the contract is the same time span as that window.
Okay. That makes
But
sense with what people are saying.
yeah, and if
Okay.
they don't make progress, especially in January, things might look very ugly in about 2029 maybe.
Yep.
But
Easily.
we'll see. We'll see.
Right. But it's going to be tough about who. Okay. Let's say we did fire Matt LaFleur. Who would you guys want as a head coach? I know we're not live. This is a weird question. But seriously, there's
Listen,
no other head coaches. Like
I,
Jim Schwartz, I guess. But that's DC. Like, you don't want to,
hey,
like,
I had people suggesting Clint Kubiak, Uh, John Gruden apparently X love. The X thinks John Gruden is the solution to everything in the world. I had people suggesting that head coach from Indiana, I forgot his name.
I know who you're talking
Uh,
about. Yeah,
uh,
but
a lot more names. But guy, all of these options would be rookie
right,
head coaches,
right, right,
and would be a downgrade from Matt LaFleur.
exactly.
So let's take a deep breath. Yes, the collapses were bad enough. I
Mhm.
think they went 0-5 without Micah Parsons.
Yep,
They allowed 30 plus points in three of those last five games, including
right.
the loss against the Bears in the playoffs.
Yeah,
But the Packers offense is elite. It's a top five offense in almost every advanced metric,
yep,
APA,
yep.
DVOA, in the past 5 years.
Mhm.
So let's take a deep breath. Uh, Rich Visacci is going to be back. I believe.
I believe so too. Unfortunately.
We haven't heard anything. The players like him, respect him,
Hmm.
and
Agreed.
it's something that I also thought about Matt LaFleur because, and Peter Bukowski from the league mentioned this on an episode of the
Yeah.
Squad Show from Locked On
Yep.
Packers.
Yep.
The only way that I see LaFleur being fired soon, like next year or 2 years after that, is if he loses the locker room
I don't see
because
them doing that though. Peter even said that. Like he doesn't even see them
we've
doing
heard
that.
players being supportive of LaFleur
Right.
after the season ended. Michael Parsons
Right.
said that LaFleur was one of the reasons that he came to the Packers. Jordan
Mhm.
Love backed LaFleur up. A lot of guys in
Tucker Craft. Tucker
the
Craft
locker room
backs
likes Matt
LaFleur up.
LaFleur.
Exactly.
If the locker room likes Matt LaFleur,
That's a
it
good
would
sign.
be very hard to see him getting
Yeah.
fired.
That's a good point about mentioning that. I don't think anyone has mentioned that most players are backing him up, actually. Like, I don't like a lot of Packer fans are like talking about it, but I don't think people have actually mentioned players that are backing up LaFleur. Like,
If you think
they've
about it, let's
talked
get
about it.
another comp. A lot of people thought that Zach Taylor would be fired from the Bengals,
Mhm.
but Joe Burrow backed him up after the year. Like
Right,
he said something about the offense not being a problem.
right.
The result is Zach Taylor is not. It's the only an AFC North head coach that will come back next year. John Harbaugh is
I'm
gone.
so excited.
Mike Tomlin is gone. Kevin
You're
Stefanski is
right.
gone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
NFC North is staying the same. Wow. You're right.
He would,
Wow.
he is now the longest tenure head coach in the FC North. Why? Because Joe Burrow backed him up.
Yep. Yep.
So
That's
LaFleur,
interesting.
if LaFleur is getting fired anytime soon, it will be because he lost the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah.
There will be no other way.
Yeah. Agreed.
Unless they go 0-17, which
Yeah, but I
will not
still don't
happen.
think
That will
it wouldn't
happen.
happen. Pretty much everyone has said as long as Jordan Love has great offensive linemen, which we'll do a mock draft eventually, fixing this whole team mess, whatever. If Jordan Love has a good offense, I think Andy Herman said this. If Jordan Love has a great offensive lineman, there's no way that we're going 0-17.
I'm
Zero.
very firm on the opinion that Packers team that beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 8, I think
Mhm.
week 8, that Packers team would win the NFC.
Agreed.
But injuries
Agreed.
happen to a lot of our guys, and it's part of
Yep.
the game. It's not an excuse.
Mhm.
It's just how things unfolded.
Right.
But hopefully, we get the band back together next year, healthy with a few additions on the trenches and at CB.
Mhm.
But we'll see.
Okay. Let's move positions. We have defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon. What was your thoughts? I know you messaged me, but they didn't hear.
Yeah, so I think I was much higher on him than most people.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so when he was with the Eagles, yes, it's true that he had a generational D line. They had
All right.
70 sacks that
Mhm.
season.
Mhm.
Um, But it's something that I think Wendell Ferreira tweeted about during Gannon's time. I'm not sure if this was in Philadelphia or in Arizona. I'm
Okay.
not sure. I think it was in Arizona.
Okay.
The Cardinals used a lot of 3 safety looks.
Right.
So Javon Buller, Evan Williams, and Xavier McKinney.
Mhm.
I argue that these 3 guys are better than any CB we have right now.
Agreed.
So,
100%.
so these guys should be seeing the field a lot. But what I like about Gannon, it's how he was able to adapt his defense from Philadelphia to Arizona. Because in Philly, he could just like drop 7 in coverage and rush 4, play much like the Vic Fangio system, more of a Vic Fangio 3 system. But in Arizona, he didn't have the same type of personnel that he had in Philadelphia,
Right.
especially in the
Right.
defensive line.
Mhm.
So he had to adapt. He had to make simulate pressure, disguises, because a standard 4-man rush would not work. So that
Mhm.
ability to adapt, I think, is going to be important for him because I'm not sure when Michael Parsons is going to come back. I know he vowed to be back in week 1.
I heard
But
like
he's
3 to 4 weeks for Micah.
Yeah.
3 to
So
4 is what
Parsons
he
said
said.
himself that week 1 might be unrealistic, but he wants to be back in September.
Yep, that would make sense.
So I think that when we have a healthy Micah Parsons, the Packers are going to play more like the Eagles did under Gavin. Like, let's rush 4, drop in coverage. When they don't have him, if it's 1, 2 games, they are going to have to be creative. But I have high hopes for this hire. I think LaFleur said something last year that he had a lot of trouble against Gannon in that week 7
Correct.
game.
You're correct. You're correct. Yep.
So guys, I'm not a fan of planting negativity. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people want Gene Leonard. I want Gene Leonard.
Okay.
Well, guys, let's wait and see the product. If it's good, awesome. If it's bad, it might get better. But I'm not really a fan of keeping that negativity. Like, we haven't seen this guy coach 1 down for the Packers. So, guys, let's trust the vision that the people inside the building have, and we'll see what happens.
Sorry, I was doing some research. So I was seeing who that you said you like the Eagles defensive lineman coach in 2022 when the Eagles won NFC, right?
Yeah.
Turns out he's still coaching for the Titans, but the Titans just got a new head coach. So could we see him coming to the Packers? Is what I'm wondering. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe I have to. I'm trying to remember who is the Packers D-line coach right now, because they made a change recently.
Yeah.
It was Jason Raberovich, I think. They fired him. Hold on. Let me search this so I make sure I have this right.
Could happen. I know Derek Ansley left. I know that one.
He's going to the Cowboys, I think. Let me see.
Correct.
Let me see the roster, the Packers coaches roster.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
So defensive line coach is Marcus Covington,
which he got hired by the Dolphins, though. I think.
Yeah.
Did he? No, he did not. DeMarcus Covington is still here. Interesting.
DeMarcus Covington interviewed the Cowboys, I think, for their DC vacancy.
But the Cowboys hired Christian Parker, though. So that's out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Packers fired Wendell Davis, Ryan Downard, and Sean Duggan so far. Yeah, that's it. So we still also have some openings.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not up to date with what we have now, with like Jonathan Gannon.
I'm just pulling up I made an article about the Jonathan Gannon hire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just putting out some numbers.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Uh, about these defenses in past seasons.
Okay.
So Jonathan Gannon with the so he was with the Eagles for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, the Eagles were eighth in AP per play and 19 in success rate.
Right.
They had 70 sacks in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
They finished top 10 in total defense in both seasons and were second overall in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
allowing fewest passing yards and sacks, and they finished tied for fourth in interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Gannon left for Arizona in
Right.
2023, and the Eagles' defense was bad, bad,
Yep.
bad, bad.
Yep.
They were 29th in AP per play and
Oh wow.
27th in success rate. So essentially a bottom five defense, right?
Yeah. Not
And
good at
they had
all.
a similar personnel that they had in 2022. It wasn't a major roster
So
turnover.
it's Gannon. Gannon's the switch.
Yeah, uh, his Gannon's numbers in Arizona were not good. Like I think
Well, Gannon
the
also wasn't
Cardinals.
calling plays. Gannon wasn't
Yeah,
calling plays either
but the
in
I think
defense.
the
So
Cardinals were third in most points allowed
right.
during his tenure in Arizona, but the Cardinals didn't have much talent on that
No.
defense.
No.
So how are we going to to judge? The Cardinals were 30th in AP per play, 31st in dropback APA per play allowed, and 32nd in success rate. I remember a
Oh wow.
stat. I remember a stat that Mina Kimes, I think it was Mina Kimes, put
Mhm.
out during the season that the Cardinals were a top 10 defense in APA per play
Okay.
for the first three quarters
Mhm.
of the game. In the fourth, they dropped to like bottom five. So it was a bizarre stat.
That's
Um,
crazy.
but they didn't have talent in that defense.
Mm-mm.
And also the NFC West has not been a bad division in recent times.
No, not at all.
They might not have been like in 2025 where they had three good teams,
Mhm.
but they at least for at least 3 4 years they have had at least two good teams every year.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Do you
was
think that would give Gannon like help basically for NFC North with how good that division is? Because it shows how good the NFC North is too. That way, maybe.
I mean,
Just a thought.
yeah, I'm trying to process. I think so, but I think the NFC North. So I think the Bears are going to regress. Like
Agreed.
I don't think Caleb Williams is a bad quarterback,
Mhm.
but the way that he plays the game is not sustainable.
Mhm.
Like he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL inside the pocket. But when he leaves the pocket, he makes the most beautiful throws. That is not sustainable long term.
Mhm.
It's not, which why I think the Bears are going to. I'm not saying they're going to be bad, like a 4 or 5
Right.
win team, but
Okay.
I think they're going to regress. The Vikings quarterback situation, who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
Um, they fired their GM basically because Sam Darnold got into the Super Bowl and they let him walk last year to stick with JJ McCarthy.
Vikings, Vikings, Vikings.
And the Lions, I think the Lions are probably going to be good because they
Mhm.
have a talented roster
Mhm.
and they also got a last place schedule. I'm
Man,
not su- I'm
Bill.
not sure if you have seen the Lions schedule for
I
2026.
have.
But
I
basically, if they
have.
stay healthy, they're going to win like 10 games at minimum,
Yeah.
and that's probably enough to get them to out the wild card at least.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? Is this going to be the first year that all NFC North teams are in the playoffs? It could be.
Yeah,
It
but
could be.
listen, The Packers now have the longest NFC North title draw. That's one in 2021. The Vikings won in 22. The Lions won in 23, 24, and the Bears won this. So
Oh my god, that's funny.
that has to change.
Yep.
And quickly.
Yep. Agreed.
That has to change.
Okay. Let me give my opinions about Jonathan again, because I'm not.
Go on.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
gonna drink my water.
I did not want, what was his name? Lombardi? No. Leonard. Jim Leonard. I did not want him. Because the Broncos. I think if the Broncos defensive coordinator, which we know this is not true now, obviously, if the Broncos defensive coordinator left, Jim Leonard would step up to DC, which we know Jonathan Gannon is the Bills DC now, actually. We know that one officially.
Yeah.
So we know that. But I think a lot of Packer fans wanted him because he's a Wisconsin. He's from Wisconsin Badgers. So that's where that comes in from. Correct. But he also has a house in Colorado and Green Bay, Madison area. Yeah. So it would be like a 2-hour drive-ish from Green Bay every single day, kind of. So that's kind of far. And apparently his family loves Colorado, too, is what I heard. So it would be pulling your family away from your home, pretty much. I don't think they would want to do that, personally. But here's the one thing. I like how, oh my God, what's his name again? Jim Leonard does not have head coaching experience or DC experience at all. It's college, not NFL. They're two different games. Gannon does have head coaching and DC experience. So I like that because it shows that he can coach well. He's a decent coach. Just face it. I mean, DC. It's just crazy like that. But it's going to be confusing at first, Packer fans, because Gannon does not have a system. We know that officially. He pretty much likes to play it by week. So unfortunately, we might see some Joe Barry defense here and there. It is what it is.
A lot of soft zone.
Mm-hmm. From what I understand, a lot of quarters too. That's what PTA said.
Yeah. The Cardinals love to play quarters under Gannon.
Yep. But again, Gannon didn't call DC at Arizona. So who knows? It's going to be interesting. You're muted. No. Okay.
I think we're going to see a lot of 3 safety looks, like I said here, which is good because Evan Williams played like a Pro Bowler.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All Pro. And Javon Bullard was playing really, really good down the stretch near the line of scrimmage, which is good. So a lot of 3 safety looks, and I don't want any cornerbacks on the field. Please get these guys off the field. We need safeties.
Mm-hmm. I agreed.
And we'll see how soon can Micah Parsons return. But we also need to beef up the interior D line because Kyle Brooks and Kobe Wooden will be unrestricted free agents next year.
Right.
Devontae White is 28 years old and a serviceable starter, but nothing else.
Yeah.
So that position is probably the number one thing I want to address in the offseason, because let's be honest here. Defensive tackle and edge rushers are far more impactful than cornerback.
Right.
And we're seeing that with the Packers, especially when Micah Parsons was healthy. You need as many pass rushers as you can get. And the Packers I like what the Packers have at edge with Parsons, LVN. I don't think Rashawn Gary will be back next year.
I don't either.
don't think he's going to be back. I
Mm-mm.
like Colin Oliver, Baron Sorrell. We haven't seen much, but from
Right.
what we have saw, it's promising. But they need to beef
Yeah.
up at the interior. They
I
have to
mean,
be
Colin Oliver is literally named Baby Micah.
Baby
Like,
Micah.
you can't make that up.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
it's a good sign, right? It has to be.
What?
It's a good sign that his nickname is Baby Micah.
Right? That's what I'm
Has to be a good
saying.
sign.
Yeah.
Has to be a good sign.
For the other coaches, the Packers also hired Bobby Babich. Were you surprised by that one? Or no?
Not really. He's
Okay.
I think he has 14 years of experience. He was
Bills.
with the Bills, right? I
Correct.
like it. I like it. He was a guy that some of the Packer deep dive media guys had on their radar. So I think it will only benefit from what we have in the back end, especially with our safety group.
Mhm.
But we need corners.
Okay,
Like
so
nothing.
Bobby Babich is their defensive pass game coordinator and secondary coach. So that's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Do they have any coaching ties from Matt LaFleur? I don't think so, right?
No, not
So this is
not that
not
I
like a
can think.
buddy hire, like
No,
people were saying.
not that
Okay.
I can think about it now. Not
Okay.
really.
Okay. I was just wondering about that.
I'm trying to pull up but no, I don't think so.
Okay. The Bills did have the best pass defense last year in the NFL, is something to note. So maybe. Okay, do we want to scoop into free agents really quick?
Yeah, we have about 10 or 15 minutes.
Well,
Can
I know,
work.
but we still have announcements and stuff though. So
Let's roll. So
free agents. Do we want to go through the Packer free agents and then see if they'll be back? Because we already talked about some of them.
What people should know is the Packers have a few key free agents hitting the market in a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
On offense, Rashid Walker, Sean Ryan, Romeo Dobbs.
Mm-hmm.
On defense, Quay Walker, Kingsley Nagbari, but he's not a starter. But I'll add him to the list because he has been contributing when his name is called. Now, my personal feeling, I'm not saying this is going to happen. Okay. Only one of those guys will be back. Mm-hmm. And that guy is Sean Ryan.
Agreed.
The Packers are projected to be over the cap for 2026. And I know like cutting or releasing Rashan Gary, Elton Jenkins will solve their issue on that department.
Correct.
But I just don't think they have the means to bring all these guys back. Spot Track projects Robs to get 4 years, 48 million on a new deal. Okay. That is expensive.
Yeah.
That's expensive for a receiver who is not a clear-cut number one candidate.
Correct.
So I don't think the Packers will. I'm not saying that they don't want to bring him back, but I think it's going to be difficult. Well, Rashid Walker.
Dobbs was always injured too with the concussions.
Yeah, so not his fault, obviously.
No, right.
But
it's just an injury risk for that.
Yeah. Not. We all hope that he's able to stay healthy whenever he plays next year.
For sure.
Rashid Walker, he's gone.
Agreed.
And simply, he's going to be expensive. I don't remember what his contract is on Spot Track. That is a projection. Okay. But the Packers have a succession plan in place with Jordan Morgan. Remember?
Yep.
When Jordan Morgan was drafted in 2024, Matt LaFleur went to the podium and said he's going to start his career at tackle.
Yep.
Now, you can do the math if you want, but Zach Tone is our cornerstone right tackle.
And was extended, so you wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So that leaves only one tackle position available.
Left tackle.
Left
tackle.
Who is currently the Green Bay Packers starting left tackle? Rashid Walker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
Who is going to free agency and is going. So think about it.
Yeah.
why would you whenever you see a position coach or any coach on the Packers speaking about Rasheed Walker, it's always something like, "Oh, he's good, but he could improve on X, Y,
Right.
Z," which means we can
Oh,
do better.
yeah, right. Yeah.
So
Which would
Jordan
be
Morgan
Jordan
is
Morgan.
going to be the Green Bay Packers left tackle
Okay,
next year.
okay, yeah.
Rasheed Walker is probably going to get a bag in maybe Miami with Jeff Hafley. Who knows?
Please.
But he. I mean, if I had to bet money on any of these free agents leaving, like you have to bet money on one of those guys that you need to be sure that is going to not going to return next year. That guy's Rasheed
Rasheed
Walker.
Walker. Yep,
Rasheed Walker for sure.
for sure.
And now that I said it, he's going to get extended by Brian Goodman.
Oh,
Whatever.
no!
My thing with Sean Ryan, it's because it's not Sean Ryan only, it's Elton Jenkins.
Right.
Elton Jenkins suffered, I think it was an ankle injury, a bad ankle injury. Not his fault, obviously. But the Packers can free up about 20 million in cap space if they move on.
Smart. Be smart.
Elton Jenkins is 30.
He's aging, yeah.
Yeah, so the Packers had Sean Ryan play center. He wasn't bad. He was serviceable. And I think Spotrac projects Sean Ryan to get about 6.6 million annually. That's a
That's not that bad.
that's a viable contract.
Yeah.
And the Packers can bring him back, even if it's not a 1-year deal. Like they have the means. So I think if Brian Gutekunst still looking to create some cap space, because after all, Tucker Kraft's gonna get a contract. Maybe Jaden Reed gets a contract. Evan Whelan in the near future.
Yep.
So you get a cheaper, serviceable option at center with Sean Ryan and let Elton Jenkins go. Get his money elsewhere. And he's pushing 30.
Yep.
That covers up the guys on offense.
We have
on defense.
too. Malik Willis.
No, Malik Willis is gone. He's
Agreed.
He's 100% gone.
I think Malik Willis will become a Dolphin.
Yeah.
Because of the GM, general manager.
Malik Willis is already a Miami Dolphin in Australia. It's going to happen, I think.
I do too.
That Malik Willis is gone, the Packers are going to need to find a replacement plan.
I don't think so, though.
Desmond Ridder,
yes.
Maybe,
because
but I think
we extended him, though. It'd make more sense.
Yeah.
We extended Desmond Ridder.
But I think they're going to draft a quarterback.
No, I did too. But someone to sit behind Love and Desmond Ridder for a couple of years.
Yeah. So a guy that can be developed.
Exactly.
No, moving on to defense. I'm going to rush because we are running short on time. My thing with Quay Walker is Brian Gutekunst said in the past that he wanted Quay Walker to be in Green Bay for the long term.
Yeah.
But listen, in the modern NFL, you need to be a good coverage linebacker. Quay Walker is not a good coverage linebacker.
Nope.
Nothing personal against him, but he, among all the linebackers on the team last year, he had the worst PFF coverage grade, highest passer rating allowed, I think. Right. So why would you pay Quay Walker around 10 or 15 million per year when you can get the same results from Tyron Hopper, who is in a rookie contract?
Right.
Why? It would be an unnecessary expense of resources. There's no reason for them to extend Quay Walker.
Do you think Quay Walker also goes to the Dolphins with Jeff Hafley?
Maybe because I think Hafley likes him a lot.
Yeah, agreed.
But I'm not saying that Hopper will improve the position.
Well, but it would help a little bit.
Because Hopper is not a finished product by any means. But guys, he's heading into year 3 of the NFL. The Packers spent a day 2 pick on him. They need to start getting some return. They need to know what they have in Hopper. Fun fact, I actually saw Tyron Hopper in the hotel in São Paulo in 2024.
Yeah.
I thought about approaching him, but I think he was with his mom and maybe his girlfriend or his sister. I don't remember. So I didn't really want to interrupt, be rude or anything. But he's a big dude. For
Really?
real. Yeah, he's a big dude. Maybe tall. What is what I mean.
Evan Williams
Uh,
is the same way. Evan Williams is a big dude too.
so yeah, but there's no reason for them to extend Quay Walker when they get
Agreed.
similar production from Tyron Hopper for much cheaper. Doesn't make
Agreed.
sense.
Agreed.
And look, I like Kingsley and Akbari. I think the
Ooh.
Packers will probably try to have him back because he has been a serviceable rotational edge rusher. But I think he'll get a better deal elsewhere. The Packers are not going to want to overpay for him, especially that they have now that they have Colin Oliver and Barry Sorrell as backups. So I think they much rather draft a rookie edge rusher maybe
Mhm.
than spending overpaying possibly for him.
Right.
But we'll see. Now, I'm not sure if you asked me about Brandon McManus
That was
on the show before.
that
It
was
was before.
before. That was before.
Listen, I don't think he's going to be on the team next year. That
Okay.
said, the Packers are probably going to bring competition for him.
Yeah.
And my bet is that he's going to lose in the competition and then he will be gone.
Well, what about Lucas Haversick? Because we extended him too.
The
TPP.
substitute teacher.
Yeah, we have him. Why
There's a
not use
kicker in
him?
college. There's a kicker in college football called Lucas Carneiro from Ole Miss, I think.
Okay.
He's half Brazilian, so that's why I
Okay.
like him. But also
Oh.
he has a big leg. That said,
Ooh.
never draft kickers. So if he's sitting there as an undrafted free agent, I'm all for to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. Let's do announcements really quick because I just realized the time. Great. Do you have anything coming up?
I mean, so I'll explain this because I think
Yeah.
people in the US are not familiar with this in Brazil. So I'm about to finish college and I'll be working on my senior thesis from February until June, I think. So I'm gonna tone down probably on the amount of articles that I'll be doing,
Hmm.
but I'll be doing something around fake news, digital media, and maybe football. I'm not sure if I'm gonna focus on football heavily.
Yeah. No. Um. I don't know where he went. I'm so sorry, guys. That's so weird. Um. Okay. As for me, I have a couple of great episodes coming on. I have Andy Herman and not Tom Grassi. Okay, he's coming back. I have Andy Herman coming up soon. I don't know when. And I will be live with Justin on Tuesday discussing the award predictions on the 3rd of February. Also, I want to say a huge congratulations to Tom Grassi, who reached 1 million subscribers because of you guys. If you guys hear that, I'm so sorry. But as far as the Andy Herman show, you guys know about my Autism Connection now officially. We are going to be doing a show about that officially with Andy Herman. Andy Herman is Pack Day Podcast, if you guys were wondering. You guys, he will be back in a little bit. They are resetting their computer at this point in time. Also, Patrick Graham, and I'm going to be doing a show with United Bates about Packer NFL cards as well. Sorry about this. Oh, you're back.
I'm so sorry. I'm not. What happened?
I was updating them as you were texting me stuff.
I'm running a scan right now. But we have to wrap this up because I have to go. So
No, I know.
Let's go.
No, go ahead. You were saying something.
Where did you last?
You were talking about the football show.
Okay, so for the college thing that I said about my thesis, I'm not sure if I'm going to speak specifically about the NFL or sports in general, but we'll see. But I was talking about this because I'm probably going to tone down a lot in the articles. I'll probably be less present on X, but I'm still gonna be around.
Yay!
Like I'm still gonna be seeing stuff, talking to people.
Yay.
I'm just might not be tweeting as much but I'll keep around so people don't forget about me.
Yeah, people would never forget about you. Stop that. As for me, I am going live on the 3rd of February. Justin and I are doing NFL predictions for 2026 for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Head Coach of the Year, stuff like that. We are predicting that, and we might do Super Bowl. I don't know yet. I don't know. It's been a mess for me. Like I mentioned to you guys, I already told them what's coming up. Is the funniest part, so I'll just mention it again. I'm having Andy Herman on from Pack a Day Podcast. He's known, you guys know Andy Herman, probably one of the best Packers podcasters there. Yeah, one of the best Packers podcasters that there is. There's also Cheesehead TV. Yeah, I'm excited to have Andy Herman. This is his second time on the show, and I'm so excited to welcome him back. What else do I have? Oh, United Bates and I, he's a PTA moderator. We are doing an NFL football card show, which I'm so excited for that one. And like I told you guys, I hinted at it. Felipe obviously knows where I'm going with this. You guys will see me on Sounds Good doing some work. I can't say it yet. They haven't announced it's still on their show.
Don't spoil it.
I know, I'm not trying to. Do you have any final thoughts for our friends? Oh, where can people find you?
I'm on X. I'll still, like I said, I'll still be on X regardless of what I do with my senior thesis on _Felipe, ACETI. My name is right there, Felipe. But yeah, I'll still be writing for some coverage eventually for Sidlin Sports. But I'll probably tone down, but I'll still be there. So if people want to reach out, there's a good chance that I'll text you back too.
Hey, I have frequent contacts with you all the time. I love it. So obviously you guys can find me. Oh no, I'm putting it with a pencil right now because I can. You guys can find me at Mac Podcast 2023 on X. That's our most frequent. Yeah. Cassie just got locked out of her Twitter. She just told me that. So she's going to need more followers soon. Do you have anything else to say to our amazing friends that might be watching or listening?
Go Pack Go.
Go Pack Go.
That's a nice way to end it.
I will see you guys on next Tuesday with Justin. Go Pack Go, everyone, and have a good day. Good night. Not copying Sounds Good. Robin Jordan. Answer us back. Okay, bye.